making sure that transportation really is equitable. And also for making sure that progressive African American women lead, because we know what the deal is. And you have builder, and you have really shown us how to be proud as people of color, as women, as African American women. So thank you so much, Latina. Love you too. And listen, I am so glad to be here with my sister. And first of all, I do have to say, while I was born in El Paso, Texas, I lived in the former Geneva Towers for many years. And also at 250 Page Street for many years. So I feel good about being back in San Francisco with London Breed. And let me tell you, you all are so lucky and blessed that you have a chance now to knock on doors, to do this last push for our Get Out to Vote effort, to elect this great woman as the next mayor of San Francisco. We need leaders like London, who's passionate, who's smart, who can help us continue to take on this Trump administration, which unfortunately is trying to turn the clock back. But guess what? London is not going to let that happen. Right on. She's not going to let that happen. We need London as our mayor in San Francisco to help move us forward. When you look at London's record, I don't care whether it's homelessness, whether it's education, whether it's affordable housing, you name it. London, excuse me. Okay, London knows how to get the job done. Right. And let me tell you, it's so important to have people in public office like London who shares the experiences of so many who need a voice at that table. I was a former public assistance recipient. I raised my kids on food stamps, Section 8. You know, I know what it means to have someone look out for you. Someone who to champion your cause so that you can lift yourselves out of poverty into the middle class. Someone who's really watching to make sure that policies and programs meet your needs. And she knows that because of her experience. And so we need women, we need people of color, we need everyone at the table who has experiences that will make this city even greater. So I am just so proud, right, to be here with you. But I also want to thank you all, because she can't do it without you. And I know what grassroots mobilization and organizing is all about. And so as someone from across the bay, let me just tell you, we need people in our region and in our state to do the work that London is going to do as your next mayor of San Francisco. So I very much. Now, of course, I'm not going to introduce, just say, London Breed, Tuesday night, we'll call you Mayor London Breed.
Barbara Lee. She started in 2013 the Up From Poverty Caucus, and it is centered on pushing forward legislation to help people out of poverty into the middle class. She's not just talking about it, doing it. She's fighting for it every single day in Washington, D.C. And when everyone in Congress, everyone after 9/11 said, yes, President, you have the authority to go to war against Iraq, Barbara Lee said, no, that's not cool. No, that's not cool. And they dogged her, and they disrespected her, and now they're praising her. All right. Stepping out on faith. Stepping out when no one else has the courage. And that's why I'm so honored to have your support here today in my hometown. In the place where I walk the streets, up and down in this neighborhood. In the place where we have seen more than our fair share of loss to violence. Where we have seen so much tragedy, so much hopelessness, so much frustration, so much despair. And you know, I felt like we were left out and we were forgotten for so many years. And some of you remember when I became the executive director of the African American Art and Culture Complex. I see some of my kids here today who are grown-ups now. Y'all gave me the blues back then. I see you, Wayne. I see you. And I gotta tell you, I worked hard for this community because I didn't want us to keep repeating the cycle. Something had to change. And that's why I did the work at the African American Art and Culture Complex. But more importantly, I got tired of people telling me what is best for my community. I got tired of the wrong decisions getting made and the negative impacts on the people who were born and raised in this neighborhood, wondering, well, when am I going to have my opportunity for a good paying job? When am I going to have my opportunity to get the housing built in my backyard? How are we going to make it possible to make sure that people who are part of this community, who want an opportunity, are able to remain a part of this community? It's not easy, because so much has happened over so many years. And as a member of the Board of Supervisors, not one day goes by that I'm not thinking about what can I do in order to impact the lives of people who are always forgotten. The firefighters support Thank you. Local 798. And so when I got on the Board of Supervisors, some of you remember, we got $2 million to rehab 179 empty public housing units and placed 179 formerly homeless families in those units. Remember, we passed neighborhood preference legislation, and when HUD told us no, we couldn't use it for the Willie B. Kennedy apartments built right in front of the Pink Palace, when we knew we had seniors who were homeless in our community, I said no way and flew to Washington, D.C. and got them to change their lives. The thing is, we need a mayor who understands that it can't just be about legislation. It can't be just about policies that sound good. It has to be about the things that actually work for people's lives. And sometimes those things don't follow a bureaucratic process. Those things require courage. Those things require us to step outside of our comfort zone. And this is why I'm pushing to address our homeless crises by making sure we reform our mental health system and we don't treat people who are clearly not in their right mind like criminals. We treat it like the public health crisis it is. This is why I've taken the bold move to support safe injection sites, not because I want it to be easier for someone to use drugs. It's because I want someone to have an opportunity when they want help to get it right there. Treatment on demand. I'm pushing to get more housing built and to step outside of our comfort zone. We have so many opportunity sites here in our city. And with neighborhood preference, it gives the people of this community a real shot at accessing those units. We can build this place right across the street. Northern Police Station has a huge parking lot. What a great opportunity for housing. Great opportunity with the McDonald's site on Hayden Canyon that I approached to purchase that property, and we're going to build 100% affordable housing on that.
London, yes.
We need more housing.
Yeah.
We need more housing. We need more housing. And let me tell you something. People say they want more housing, but as soon as we try to move forward to build housing, they block it. I want to make sure that my friends, we all grew up here, and many of them don't live here anymore. They're coming from Vallejo and Fairfield and other places because they can't afford to live here. We have got to change the way we do business in San Francisco if we want the next generation of young people growing up here to have a real shot at being able to afford to live here in the future. And the other thing that I am really advocating for, our kids who are in high school, paid internships. You remember what we did at the African American Art and Culture Complex. We paid all the kids. And we did that because I wanted them to be exposed to opportunities. I wanted them to know that they can be anything they wanted to be. And I wanted them to have a real shot at doing well at life. In San Francisco, we have not made good policy decisions. We have not invested our money in ways that could actually help support people. It's time for a change. It's time to bring new breed of leadership to City Hall. It's time to turn up the volume and start to move our city in the right direction. And I gotta tell you, it won't be easy. We got 3 days. 3 days. And everyone is doing everything they can to tear me down. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I was born and raised in Fillmore. Spent over 20 years of my life in OC projects, out of control projects. They gonna need an army to tear me down. They gonna need an army to tear me down. San Francisco deserves a leader who is not about tearing people down.
That's right.
We deserve a leader that's about bringing people together. Look at this crowd of people from all walks of life, everywhere in the city and county of San Francisco, from the labor community, people from the block. Everybody is welcome. When I'm mayor, everybody will have a place. Everybody will have a say. Part of being a good leader is bringing people together. Bringing people together. If we're going to get through, if we're going to make San Francisco better, if we're going to make sure that especially our young people growing up now have a real shot of being a part of this city, we have all got to roll up our sleeves and get busy. We have 3 days. And there is no way I'm going to win this election without your help. 3 days. I need you to hang up door hangers. I need you to show up to 1000 Van Ness and make phone calls. I need you to pray.